Hello, my name is Georges Verbena. I'm an astrologer, and this is an astrology update for the 31st of January 2024. Now, currently, there is a focus on relationships. Again, it's not like the entire year of 2023 has been about relationships, and these recent transits have been quite difficult for anybody who deals with a partner, a loved one, or even a close friend or an interest, because recently Venus has been transiting through some really heavy asteroids. And the last full moon in Leo was primarily around love, romance. So it was about love interests, it was about unreciprocated love, love that is outside of our control, because there was a Pluto conjunction with the Sun, and there was a Pluto opposition the full moon. So this is still ongoing a little bit. We are just coming out of this full moon in Leo, love focus. And the next moon event will of course be a new moon in Aquarius. And until then, what is going on? Well, for one thing, Venus is now in Capricorn, and she is in 10 degrees conjunction Pholis, the butterfly effect, which is at exactly 9 degrees of Capricorn. Now, I talked about this asteroid many times before. However, this is a new conjunction, and this is quite different when it's on Venus, because Venus, is about love. And in Capricorn, it's professional love, business love, the way we deal with love, like it's a transaction. Because Capricorn deals with karma, karmic issues. And you don't really want any beneficiary, whether it's Venus or Jupiter in that sign, is not going to have a good time. We recently had a good time when it was in Sag, not for Capricorn. And Pholis, well, Pholis is about accidents, mishaps, but also about breaking down boundaries. So it's about taking a radical risk in our relationships right now, collectively. So perhaps for you individually, it doesn't have to be very dramatic, but it could be, and it will be, that there will be some kind of issue in your relationships highlighted, which is now finally breaking free from restrictions. Because Pholis represents that leap of faith, that fall from grace, that coming down to the ground and letting go of restrictions, which of course is in the sign of restrictions, Capricorn. So this is quite heavy actually. It's generally very heavy energy. And all these planets are Saturn ruled. We have a majority of planets still ongoing in Saturn ruled signs. This month of February is going to be the first week only about karmic issues. Only about cleaning up business, taking care of work, and doing transactional affairs in your relationships that are actually not necessarily about fun, but it's like cleaning up the shit, really. And this is going to be felt especially as Venus moves on to meet with Demeter. Around the 3rd or the 5th of February, we're gonna have this conjunction where Venus is going to highlight our enmeshments, our attachments, and is going to bring some new love focus. So even if you're alone, even if you don't have anything to do with anybody, there will be a reigniting of some sort around that time. And again, it's freaking Capricorn, so don't expect it to be pleasant, don't expect it to be easy. Expect it to be, we need to be so serious, we need to be careful, blah blah blah. Because everything that you do, every move that you take, every step you take, comes with some kind of consequence that you may not like, because that's really the nature of Capricorn. So it's trying to elevate. It's trying to mature us through these planets. And the other planets that are conjunction in Capricorn right now are Mercury and Mars. So there's a Mercury-Mars conjunction that's been going on since the full moon in Leo, full throttle. Yeah, because Mars is also quite fast moving. They have been in a very tight conjunction since the 26th. And it's been ongoing communication problems, communication issues, communication challenges, frustration, impatience, like where is it, what's going on, wanting to communicate quickly and immediately, but feeling like it's all very heavy in some way. And it has to do with learning lessons, learning how to approach communication from a mature standpoint means that we have to take our emotions out of it. You know, there can be no room for emotions right now as there is Mercury-Mars conjunction, because honestly, Capricorn hates emotions. As you know, it's opposite Cancer. That's why I'm not particularly a fan of that sign, being baby energized as I am. Because I like emotions to be expressed. I don't want to suppress anything. I don't want to be like, I can't express, I need to hide. That is a shit show I am not interested in. But that's exactly what we're dealing with Capricorn Mercury Mars connection. And why? Because Capricorn energetically, archetypically, it punishes. It restricts emotional expression. Because emotions are quite unstable by default, and Mars is going to show us in that Mercury conjunction how our emotions are getting the better of us in our communication. And there's just no room for it to make it work. There's also a very particular thing going on there. Because you can check that out. There's a particular asteroid called Freya, which is the goddess of beauty and love, which has to do with sexuality, which has to do with the Viking personified archetype of Venus, which is conjunction Mercury-Mars, exactly. Because you know Mercury is in 22 degrees right now, during this video on the 31st, and Freya is exactly at 22 degrees Capricorn as well. So what's that mean? Well, Freya is about love and harmony and expressing the throat chakra. It's about our needs, our wants, our passions, all the things that we long for, our heart's longing that wants to be communicated in Mercury conjunction Mars, impatiently, like I want to communicate my love, but in Capricorn is like forget it. Like, what are you going to communicate here? And if you want to communicate about business affairs, dealings and partnerships, problems that need to be resolved harmoniously, you're still gonna feel like, I don't really want to do this. I just want to move on. I don't want to deal with his problems. I don't want to fix their issues. But there is a really tight aspect around relationships right now. Yeah? It doesn't help to have all these asteroids in Capricorn with Mars and Mercury coming out of a Leo full moon. And during the Leo full moon, if you talk to people, if you ask around, there's been a lot of unhinged energy going on, where people have been going crazy around their loved ones, or even their friends. And as Pluto entered the sign of Aquarius, there has been breakups, there's been immediately already shifts. I've heard countless times how people were leaving their friends, cutting them off because it's no longer working. And this Mars-Mercury conjunction certainly accelerates that. And then it helps you to make it happen. But It also means that if you are not clear, if you're not firm, if you're not solid in your boundaries, then those people are trying to come back to you. They're trying to pull you back in, because that Mercury Mars is about messages. Messages that try to take control of the situation, because that's all that Capricorn is about. And that's what Pluto tries to get rid of in Aquarius, which is also Saturn ruled. All this Saturn shit. Why do we start 2024 with all this Saturnian energy? All this restriction, all this heaviness. Yes, of course, everybody knows that the months of Capricorn and Aquarius are generally heavy. But the real reason for this is because 2024 is ruled by number 8. Number 8 is the sign of infinity, which is the sign of time, loops, which is the sign of Saturn. So it's a Saturnian kind of year. But the 8th sign of the zodiac is Scorpio. And Scorpio is about elimination. It's about cutting the bullshit. It's about honesty. It's about pointing out a problem that people don't want to look at. Yeah, that's why nobody likes Scorpio, because they point out that thing you thought you could get away with. So both Capricorn and Scorpio are very, very karmic signs. And this is what we're getting into. Karmic energies to be a little prelude. Because as you know, it's not really 2024. But because the collective believes that it's 2024, and we're talking about that, and we use it for the time clock, time is hijacked in this realm. They put a matrix overlay through our consciousness to pretend that we are in 2024 even when we are not. And of course this aligns even with the planets. And this also aligns with the fact that there is a global collective transit right now where we have a lot going on with the nodes. You see, the moon just entered Libra recently, and this moon is very, very close to the south node in Libra. Because you know, until 2025, we are still in a north node Aries collective transit. And this north node Aries is in an exact conjunction with Chiron in February. And Chiron is the wounded healer. And the wound is opposing, well, the healing of a wound is opposing our relationships in Libra. So it's about healing our assertiveness, our desire, our spark, our fire, which is very heavily wounded, which is unhinged energy, which we have seen on this Leo full moon, which we are seeing now with this Mercury Mars transit. It's the kind of energy that says, poke into the wound now, hurt, feel that pain of not getting what you want, basically. Of course, this is a very painful kind of transit. I mean, I'm not particularly positive when it comes to seeing a Chiron on the North Node collective transit. What I'm positive about is the fact that whatever individual wounds we have that say you can't get what you want, whatever illusions we have in that area, because that's what it is about. Chiron is about disillusionment. Chiron is about realizing that door you thought you couldn't unlock, it's been unlocked the entire time. All you had to do is walk through it. All you had to do is choose. It's about choices. It's like the lovers in tarot. Okay, what choice do I make now? Oh, you're telling me I can make a choice? I can choose what I want to do and then take the consequences, pay the consequences. And with so many planets in Capricorn, with all this Saturn energy going on, the consequences are going to be quite severe. So this is going to be very, very hard to get to the North Node. Because whatever we need to cut off from our life, whatever wound we need to close, but first we need to cut it into it. Whatever door that needs to be opened, whatever choice that needs to be made, it's going to have radical negative consequences. Because that's the nature of a wound. That's the nature of Chiron. That's why it's the wounded healer. You see, you're not going to heal if you're not hurt by the healing. And of course, that's the kind of pain that everybody tries to avoid. So how many really listen to the call of that Chiron on the North Node? And in what area of your life will that be? Because you see, Chiron tells us an illusion that we can avoid the pain and get away with it. That we can somehow not choose and be right about not choosing. Which of course is nonsense. It's completely delusional, but that's exactly the kind of thing we experience with Chiron. So what is happening next? What is happening in February? Well, Uranus went direct about 4 days ago on the 27th of August. And this Uranus going direct is like, it's time to break free from the restrictions. We're surrounded. This Uranus makes a trine with Mars, a trine with Venus, and a trine with Mercury all at the same time right now. So Uranus is really accelerating something. Uranus really wants us to share that weird thing, that unusual thing, that unexpected shift, that surprise, that shock, that nobody is expecting us to do, but we're just going to do it because something needs to shift, something needs to change. And all that energy is all over the place. And you know what you need to make a choice? You need fire. And guess how much fire do we have right now? Can you guess it? How much fire, planets, do we have collectively on the 31st of January? Can you guess it? 0. We have 0 planets in fire. No, not 1. 0. Yeah. Let me emphasize this. 0. Okay? Nothing is in fire right now. That means if you want to start something, if you want to create a project, if you want to be motivated and disciplined, you know that meme? Like what's going on? Like, where's the fire? You telling me Aries North Node connecting Chiron, you're telling me I have to get over my lack of courage. But I'm not feeling like doing anything right now. I just want to be on my couch, want to Netflix, just eat some food, and just leave me alone. Like, you want me to work? Really? Capricorn, Mars? You want me to do the tasks as a fire planet with Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, Mercury, Venus, Mars in Capricorn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in Earth. And you know how Earth demands discipline. Imagine discipline without motivation. Imagine work without fire. Imagine doing without desire. It's a slavery consciousness, if you ask me. Yeah. If you know anybody, a friend, a loved one, do you know any person in your life who has full earth element chart, but almost no fire? Bro, I don't want to be incarnating into that body. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I have no interest to incarnate as a slave. Yeah, like what am I doing here, being a slave? But that's exactly the kind of energy we're dealing with right now. Right now. And no, this is heavy, you know. Now Moon is in Libra. Uranus turns direct in Taurus. Taurus. What kind of revelations are you going to give me in Taurus? Its detriment sign, opposite to its sign of exaltation. And with Moon in Libra is like right now, like why am I even making a video? Why am I even talking to you in front of a camera? Like I shouldn't even be in front of a camera according to the astrology. But I know this, hence I'm making this video. Because if I know I have zero motivation to do anything, I need to do something, right? I need to force myself. Earth, 5 planets on Earth. Can somebody give me a bucket already? Please. So this is the nature of the energy if you have a lot of Earth and no fire. So is this going to change? Is there going to be a magical shift at some point? Is something coming to save us, to help us astrologically? Is the weather going to become more sunny after a cold winter? Absolutely not. Not even remotely. Do you know how long this is going to last? Do you know when the next planet is going to enter fire? Planet, not moon. Yeah, moon is fire like every 6 days. There's gonna be nothing in fire for at least 2 months. For at least 2 months. So enjoy. I mean, January, February, March, April. There's gonna be a demand for change, a demand for work, a demand for socialization and relationship. But if you're looking to start something new, if you're looking to change things up, if you're looking to pursue a project, or get to that Aries North Node for Christ's sake with that Chiron, forget about anybody giving you motivation. There's nothing going to come to you to help you. And once Mars goes into Aquarius in a week or two, there's going to be a need for socialization, but it's going to be very aloof energy. It's not going to be like intimacy. The only intimacy we have is Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. That's like religion. That's like hocus pocus. That's like magic, spirituality. But this is isolating energy, really. I mean, you know, this sounds like, if you ever think about winter as a season, this is just a typical winter in my book. Very typical. I hope you have some crops stored for winter, because don't expect things to suddenly take a turn. No. And you know, people keep telling me from the New Age community, why is it negative? And then that negative thing that I predicted, of course, is always happening, because so far every single prediction I made was happening. However, they tell me, oh, you're so negative, can't you just say something positive about this? Bro, I'm just a messenger. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm not interested. I'm not looking for the negative. I'm not looking for the positive. I'm just seeing what I see. And then they're like, oh yeah, you're bad vibes. No wonder you're so miserable. Meanwhile, because I predicted the misery months ago, I was prepared for the misery. I was already storing crops when motivation was already there. When things were going better astrologically, I was already preparing for this. So then they're telling you, yeah. And then they're the ones who are unprepared for times like this. Unprepared for winter, no crops stored, no no awareness of the cycles of nature, still trying to force themselves, push themselves to whatever people do to get themselves motivated when they're not really motivated. But yeah, I'm the crazy one. Okay. So, anything positive? If I look at these aspects, well, I am positively delighted to say that we're no longer in the Sun conjunction Pluto. So things are gonna be quite dull moving forward. I don't think you can expect very much to happen. All the shifts happened already. All planets are direct. Every single one of them. Every single planet is direct until April. There's not gonna be a single planet in fire until then. Not even one. So universe giving you a break. So the universe saying, it's time for you to solidify your position. Yeah. Are you as strong as a mountain? Or are you just unhinged? As we have seen on this Leo full moon, how unhinged people can be. When we are unstable, when we are so emotional that we don't understand that misery is a part of this realm, that suffering belongs to this world. And it's through the pain that you come back alive. You know, the pain actually pushes you to do things you don't want to do, but then you do want to do them because you are pushed. And nobody likes that, but that is just Earth element in a nutshell. It's the element of alteration. It's the element of improvement. It's the element of protection. You know, when you put up a shield, you're not in offense. You're not attacking. You're just putting up a shield. You're just protecting yourself. Protect your energy. That's the main message, if I ever heard one, of the current transits. And then you protect your energy and you keep everything calm and logical and rational, which I certainly do not want to do because I am not in that kind of energy. I am Cancer, Sun and Rising. So if you're asking me to be cold, logical and rational, yeah. But unfortunately, that's exactly what we have to do right now if we want things to succeed moving forward. So if you're feeling emotional about something and you're wondering, this is making me very emotional. Should I be doing something about it? Whatever you do about it, let your logic decide what to do. And of course, consider your heart, because without your heart, it's just mental poop, of course. Because Capricorn, all these planets there, Sun in Aquarius, the Sun represents success in the world. Venus in Capricorn shows you how do you get money on stability, how do you maintain relationships. Mars and Mercury in that conjunction there tell you how are you supposed to effectively communicate. All of it is rational, logical. So only the rational, logical is going to give you any benefits, anything good. Anything bad is represented by water and fire. The fire is not there, so it doesn't want to be there. There's a reason why there's no planets in fire. The fire doesn't want to be there, you see. It's like an entity. It's like life. It doesn't want to be fiery right now. So are you telling yourself with false belief systems, with a brainwashing and indoctrination of the people around you, that you should be more motivated, that you should be more fiery, more ambitious, more passionate? What about the passion that's already there? And if there's no passion there, then there's no passion there. The passion has to come from within. And if somebody tells you, that you need to act from your heart, are you even listening to what the heart is saying? Or is it just a belief system like, oh, my heart is, I need to blah, 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 and my emotions, and then I need to go there and do that because of my emotions. Is that what your heart is saying? Do you realize that sometimes the heart wants you to be rational? Yes. Sometimes, if you really listen to your heart, you recognize, actually, I don't want any of that drama. I know Leo rules the heart. So you think drama rules the heart? No. It does not. But it can be dramatic. But if you think it has to be, it's a belief system. And all those belief systems are breaking down right now. With this Neptune and Saturn and Pisces, this is going full throttle. You know, Saturn is all... This is only the beginning of Saturn and Pisces. Do you realize Saturn and Pisces has been retrograding in that sign for over a year? A year? And now that it's gone direct since November, it's only at 6 degrees of Pisces. 6 degrees. The party only just started. You know, at the end of the transit, what's supposed to happen? People are supposed to be self-aware. How their emotions and their projections are working against them. How they have fallen for illusions. And of course my watery, fiery viewers will not like this kind of message. I don't like this message. My goodness. I don't like this message. But that's a message of Saturn and Pisces. If Saturn was in Leo, for Christ's sake, then this would be a very different thing entirely. Okay. But this is Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is very happy to be in Pisces, they say. Why is it happy? Why is it happy? Because only in Pisces can you get out of the illusions. It's only when you see the illusions, when you're punished by the illusions, when the illusions have taken you hostage, Saturn, restricted you. Only then can you truly see how you cannot trust those waters. Yeah? Saturn is quite cynical. You cannot trust those waters. Ever changing, ever shifting, so easily influenced by what's happening around you. All this water everywhere. Yeah, as this woman on this other astrology channel like to say about Pisces, water everywhere, isn't going to help you. Isn't going to help you at all to figure out anything about what to do and how to act. So if you're going with the flow, like the New Age people say, do you even know where the flow is coming from? Is it really the flow? Or is it just a projection? Is it just a belief system? How do you know? You know because you're cynical. You're grounded, you're skeptical, you're like suspicious. This is really the flow? And then you find the flow. Not because you're like, oh no, I shouldn't be so suspicious. I should open my heart to the delusional realm, to the magical thinking. And then my vortex will be open and I will manifest. This kind of delusional nonsense, Saturn and Pisces is going to finish that real quick. Yeah, there's no mercy, no patience for that kind of tragic delusion. So anybody who's still in the new cage, when Pluto is in Aquarius, Saturn and Pisces, are you kidding me? Wake the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Your feet on the ground. Pisces rules the feet. Why it rules the feet? Huh? Why it doesn't rule the head? Since you're always all these new age idiots trying to control everything to their head, you know, like, oh, think positive, think positive, like a program, like a robot. Only think rigidly. Only think one way. Don't think the other way. Oh no, now you bad vibes. Now you mind control. Mind control. Because Because what? Your fucking paranoia has taken the better of you. You're so scared. Oh no, the negative emotions are gonna come from me. Negative emotions means I'm a bad person. I'm a failure. I experience negative emotions on planet Earth, the most negative fucking shit show planet in God knows how many universes. And I am such a failure for feeling negative on a planet you're supposed to feel negative. Okay then. Alright. So that's the kind of nonsense we're letting go of, hopefully. Yeah. And whoever is watching my videos, whoever is on my Facebook, you know, I've been teaching about this new age nonsense for years now. Okay, now only 2 years. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because I have been also stuck in those circuits in the past. I used to believe that your mind is in control of everything. Yeah. Oh, the world is only mind. Yeah, whose mind is it? Yeah. Is it your mind? Your egoic mind in control of everything? Ah, yes, you are God, right? You belong to God. You're like in a movie. This is a script, and your script is already set, and now you try to take over the script. Oh no, I'm a slave to the script. No, you're not a slave. You want to be part of a script, but these new agers, they want to make their own script, not realizing that what sounds like freedom is slavery. Because they twist everything. I'm in freedom because I choose to never entertain a negative thought. Yeah. Because you're so terrified of negativity, going to avoid it like the plague, because you're so insecure and paranoid, that you're so in your freedom and you're so independent, right? And everybody who brings any negative experiences to you, oh no, it's just showing you still have work to do when the fucking planet is drowning in negativity, literally. And the whole planet is hijacked, and your body is hijacked. You got a freaking reptile brain. You got a part of your brain that's biochemically engineered to enslave you. And you want to tell me that you're some kind of Jehovah magical priest who's going to end all of this shit show and is going to be in bliss for forever, and then you're going to be immortal and you're going to be in this wretched place because why do you care so much about this place but you want to be controlling everything all the time? Oh yes, but I am lost in my attachments because I'm not a delusional new cager who doesn't try to control everything, because I'm the problem. I'm the narcissist, right? The one person who encourages everyone to feel themselves, think themselves, feel what you want is the narcissist, right? Because of course, that's what people call me on my Facebook, my YouTube channel. You're in your ego, you're in your ego, you're in duality. Yeah, duality. Duality is reality. Duality is reality because you're not in reality, you're in fucking La La Land. And you say, oh, you're not in La La Land with us, you're inferior, you have healing to do. We wish you healing. Yeah, 7 blessings upon you and your wretched, rotten soul because you're rotting in that rotting brain of yours because you're not allowing several hundreds, thousands, how many parts of you are begging for mercy while you're suppressing them in your subconscious, where Saturn is looking into your subconscious right now in Pisces to see just how wretched your delusional belief systems are. Because this is religion. This is age of Pisces. This is nonsense. This is like, I need to watch my thoughts. My thoughts cannot be negative. Need to be a controller. Need to be a tyrant to your own thinking. Oh, somebody is expressing emotions. That YouTuber. I knew. He's expressing hatred and anger. I must tell him to get out of his anger to enlighten him. Because I'm a fucking retard. And I want to tell other people how to express themselves online. Because I'm so insecure in my personality. I can't even fathom to be anything but a robot. Yeah. Okay then. Because my whole self-esteem depends on being as robotic, rigid, non-expressive, cold-hearted, blissful as possible in my la-la land, where everything is always perfect. Nothing negative ever happens because I'm frozen. I'm an ice block. Yeah, I'm so rigid. I'm entropy incarnated, where apathy is death, and I am apathy. And everybody who's not as apathic as me is a narcissist. You can't make this up. This is so funny. This is hilarious. Okay, but of course, you know, I'm the narcissist, so I should just never express any emotions. Just be like love and light, always blissful. And all my videos should be all positive and encouraging. And it's just so boring, yeah? Narcissists are the most boring people on this planet. So if anybody's watching this, if you have even for 1 second fun listening to me, yeah, I'm a narcissist, right? Because narcissists are robots. They don't express any emotions, any creativity. What kind of personality is that? That's founded on making other people see you as an ideal, perfect, evolved human being when nobody knows what the fuck that even looks like. Except, yes, religion told me, right? Saturn in Pisces is coming for my ass right now. But religion told me that I need to be a Buddhist monk. I can't have any attachments, right? And Saturn is coming for me so fucking hard right now. But I have to be detached from everything because I'm so evolved, right? And my evolution is being challenged by Pluto in Aquarius right now. Because I tell the collective, which is Pluto ruled, that if you are not all the same, if you're not all robots, homogenized, blissful, little lemmings like Agent Smith, like being, there's this figure in the Matrix who tastes a steak and he says, this is so delicious, this is so tasty, I don't need anything else. I know these taste neurons in my brain is just faking because this is not even a real steak. Yeah, but I'm so blissful here in this delusional realm. It doesn't even exist, so this is better than being in reality fighting for my life. And then that guy betrays everyone, kills a bunch of people, and that guy in the Matrix movie is literally the definition of a narcissist. Real narcissist. So a real narcissist is somebody who takes the blissful drug, deliciousness, and ignores, like just rigidly, just denies all duality, reality. Well, Saturn is coming for his ass. And of course, he's running so fast right now. All these people in my comments, all these people on my Facebook who is like, you're in your ego, you think you're better than us. I am better than you. I am better than you. Because you're not even you. It's so easy to be better than you when you're not you. When you're fucking, but the steak is so delicious. Because I'm in my delusion. And I don't want to have emotions. So I'm in La La Land. I'm in purgatory. Apathy is not death because I'm delusional. Entropy, which is rigidity incarnate, which is the heaviest armoring you could possibly think of. While my expressions are so boring, I can't even be in front of the camera because nobody's going to watch me. However, it's so easy to get followers, right? All I need to do is to talk about how blissful, non-dual I am. Perhaps make a picture of being like a Buddhist monk on my smiling, sweet, innocent shadow persona on my photos. And I'm so cute and so sweet. Maybe even include some animals. Have maybe a dog or a cat with you. and show everybody just how sweet, innocent you are. So everybody can think you're the most blissful person when you're fucking the most boring thing to look at and nobody really gives a shit about you. All they care about is your little shadow persona, which they are aspiring to become because they have been as brainwashed as you are. So this is the kind of insanity that we're dealing with collectively. And I deal with this insanity every single day. Every single day. I see people do this online, playing the victim, accusing truth tellers like me that we are bullies and we are disinforming people, we're dangerous. I'm so dangerous to your delusion. But of course you call me dangerous. Because you want to be in La La Land. And I don't want to be in La La Land. Because my fire doesn't support your delusion. So of course, I am born with Saturn and Pisces, which is coming for you right now. So I have my Saturn return. And all my business, all my work is founded on deleting, eliminating illusions and projections so we can see things clearly. How is this realm structured? How does the body work? Aha, I have a reptile brain in the back of my brain trying to put me into fight, flight, fawn, or freeze, in the narcissist freeze. And I have these archetypal energies going on at any given time. But at some points of the year, I will not feel motivated to do anything. But of course, because I've been brainwashed, I need to force myself to do things that I don't want to do. Then I get into jobs that I hate, have relationships where I'm not even myself. They don't even see who I am, but I'm so brainwashed to believe by all these projections, all these illusions, that I am the problem if I don't ignore everything around me and become a blissful little bubble in my vortex, like Esther Hicks likes to say. Welcome to the New Age. And of course, the New Age is just like, it's not new, it's old. It's old news. It's just religion in a new costume. But, you know, if you want to know more about that, I recommend you check out my series on the New Age on my YouTube channel. And if you're interested in a reading, on a personal reading, something that actually is not La La Land, that looks at everything very critically and cynically, but with love and compassion, of course, to see just what's really going on in your chart, reach out to me anytime. I do natal chart readings, one-on-one. I do private readings. I'm available always on Messenger, on Facebook. You can also reach me through email. And if you like this video, leave a like and leave a subscribe if you'd like to see more of this in the future. And thanks so much for watching. I hope I see you in the next video.